Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book nerd. There's so many books. Hello everyone, so today's video is going to be a book tag, as you saw from the title, the Nintendo book tag, created by Sam from Novels and Nonsense. No, I was not tagged by anyone. I just have no idea what to film right now. Again, book slump, discussions are not coming to me. And then I found a new show. The 100. Oh, it's so good. So yeah, I decided to do a book tag because I don't know what else to do with my life. And booktubosphere talk. Let's just get it started. The first question. Could you stop saying Stephanie? That would really be great. The first question is, thing is NES. Nintendo Entertainment Center System. I don't know what I'm saying. And that is a classic you want to read. I'm not a big classics fan. I don't think it's, that hard to notice. I, have barely read classics. The only classics I've read were because they were required in school. I was just looking at my little classics section, which is very teeny tiny. But I do want to read. You can't, tell it because it's just how it is. Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, or an E. Jane Austen, maybe. I don't know. The next one is SNES, Super Nintendo, and it is a sequel you liked more than the first. I'm really trying not to pick the usual books, and it would have been Golden Sun. That one tore my heart out, but it was so beautiful. But I'm going to pick a book that I've talked about before, but not a whole lot, and that is The Likeness by Tina French. I love this book. This is a 5 out of 5 stars. It's the cool thing about it is the series is a companion series. The main character of this book was, a supporting role in the first book in the series. And then in this book, you pick someone out, and then that's about them in the next one. So it's really cool. It's really neat. But this, out of the first and the second, this one was just so amazing. Next is Nintendo 64, a book that revolutionized the way you look at the world. I have yet to read a book that truly opens my eyes. I tend to have that a lot, not to no joke, with dystopians, especially dystopians that are written very, very well. It tends to be dude, that's kind of trippy, or that could happen. It just starts making me think of the future and the possibilities, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. But one that just kind of made me open my eyes and realize a lot of things was Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. I adore this book. It was amazing. And the thing is this book is just so honest. And I think that's why it's so perfect and it's amazing. It's just because it's a very honest book, and a lot of the things that she says in here, I really did relate to, and I agreed to it, and it just made me, open my eyes more to, how people are, because this is a lot about people and how they deal with things, and the things that we go through, and Americans and whatnot, and a lot of what she says in here is very true, and I love it. So this did give me a little, insight on certain things, and also to myself, so love. Next is, sorry if I'm looking down, the paper with the things are down here. The next one is Gamecube, a popular book that did not go over so well with you. First off, I loved my Gamecube and Mario Party, but I broke my Gamecube, so I sold it for parts a long time ago. I still have my N64 though. Fact for the a book that is very popular with other people, but it didn't go over so well with me. I've talked about it. I don't have a lot of books that I truly dislike, so it's almost always gonna be between and I mean popular books, because I've read books I don't like, but no one knows of them, so that doesn't really count. But for this one, is going to be Looking for Alaska by John Green. First off, his books are all very similar. I still think whatever first one you read from him, you're probably going to love the most. And then from there, it's just going to be but this one, I really didn't like it too much. I did like Paper Towns, but my favorite's still The Fault in Our Stars. I just think it was beautiful. Everything. But this one, I'm just not a huge fan of it. Maybe one day I'll reread it. Maybe I was in a funk when I read it and it just didn't sit well with me. I don't know. But a lot of people seem to love this one, and I'm over here it's not that great. Next is a new favorite book, and for me, the last book I read that was like legit a favorite is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I adored this book. It's I know a lot of people say it reminds them of like other series, but I haven't read those series that everyone says this book reminds them of. So I feel like I went into this beautifully because like this is just so good. I need to get the Mime Order. Another reason why I'm in a book slump is Nintendo. What does that say? I don't even know how to write. Oh, Nintendo Power. It says Nintendo Power, favorite graphic novel series or a series you want to start. Honestly, like I like graphic novels. I've only read a handful of them, but they're really not my cup of tea. So quite frankly, I mean, even though they're good, they're quick reads. I find them to just, like, I haven't, my favorite one that I've read so far is Blue is the Warmest Color, but it had, like, such a good storyline to it, you know what I mean? But other than that, I don't know if I would invest my time or money in reading graphic novels. Super Mario, a character you'd love to squish like a Goomba. I just picked up there's 6 books in the series. I picked up a random one. But honestly, Alec Lightwood, he's one of my least favorite characters I've ever read in a book. Number 8 is Zelda, a newer fantasy you'd consider to be a modern classic. I can't pick a fantasy novel because I've only read like, really? I haven't read a lot of fantasy. I watch fantasy movies and like shows, but I don't read a lot of fantasy. I haven't. The only fantasy one I can think of I've read is definitely like His Fair Assassins type thing, because Red Rising's not fantasy. It has like some fantastical elements to it, but it's a sci-fi. Yeah, so I'm picking a romance novel that I love, that I think is more than just a romance novel. I think it's absolutely amazing. It's written so beautifully well, and it's just like, oh. And that's going to have to be Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I feel like the writing, first off, in these books so far from the first 2, they're just beautiful, and they keep you going no matter how slow paced they are, but they're amazing, they're beautiful, and I really, really love it. I actually never played this or whatever. It's the Samas Aran. I don't know. It's your favorite sci-fi novel. This should be a really easy guess because my favorite novel series ever, is a sci-fi novel, and that is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Sci-fi, has like some dystopian in it, some other things in it, but it is a sci-fi. Oh, so good. Next is Pokemon, book editions that you want to collect. I've already started sort of collecting editions to both of these books, but the first one I'm going to talk about is definitely the Sweep series. I only have 2 in this edition. This is like the old, I believe their first printing. Most of my books are in this edition, so I do want to get both of them if I can find them really inexpensive, and I need to at least get the last 9 books. I need the last 6 books, but anyway, I want to collect these. I really, really enjoy these covers, both of them. They're so pretty. And Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I want to get the mass paperbacks. I have this one, but I also think I'm going to kind of mix and match the series. I want to get some UK covers, the older and the newer. So I'm just going to kind of get whatever cover I feel like getting with these. And I don't mind if my series doesn't match. And I think that's it's going to be a little quirky and it's going to be a little charming, you know? It's whatever. Yeah, it is Donkey Kong for a minute. I was like, no, it's not. A book with original characters. That's actually very, very hard to answer. You know what? I take that back. I was going to choose a certain book, but I'm going to have to go back to my absolute favorite book series, Red Rising. Yes, there's a couple characters here that you've seen before in other books. They're kind of sort of like that. Honestly, though, Darrow is enough to count. Darrow and Severo, and I love them so much. coolest pal, like, bro love right there, man. That's some, like, serious stuff. But I love Darrow. Darrow is not your usual one. And you know what? Katniss from Hunger Games. But you're always going to get those other characters where, yeah, they kind of remind you. Now, a book that has characters that remind... I mean, it's difficult. But let's just say these definitely do have original characters. And another one that has original characters is also The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Love the characters. Lisbeth. Like, they're all really good. And the last one is Nintendo fandom. Favorite Nintendo game or game you really want? My favorite games for Nintendo are Super Mario 3, because Tail. Super Mario World, I think that's the name of that one. You know, where the castle and you have to like go into each room and then you go into the paintings. I also love 007, the Golden Eye for N64. I have that game. Love that game. So good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not going to tag anyone because I wasn't tagged and I feel like it's a cheat. And I'm so sorry. I still haven't gotten back in the swing of videos. It's just I haven't been feeling very like me in a way. I don't know. I'm in a funk. I'm in a funk with like everything book related. The only thing I'm enjoying is watching TV right now and I'm just like laziness. But anyway, I will edit this and upload this weekend, faux show. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.